Hi, it's John Cronshaw here with my author diary for the week ending June the 15th, 2025. I've had a busy week. Mostly been working on Ravenglass Legends book 4, so this is The Prince and the Fool. I would say now I'm about 60% through my draft. So it's going well. Some good chapters this week, some interesting big kind of turns in the story, things like that. So I'm basically thinking about this as I'm working on the midpoint of not only the novel but the series. So there's a few big changes that are going on within these chapters. So yeah, there's been a lot of moving parts, but yeah, very satisfying to write, I have to say. So my back's still a bit iffy this week. Feels a little bit better because I've been doing stuff with ice. So just ice packs, taking ibuprofen, rubbing ibuprofen gel on it. Still feels a bit off. Tried to put myself in to a sports massage, but she's not got anything until August. So that's a bit long, isn't it? So whatever. I will play through. I will power on, as they say. Well, as I say. So yeah, I've been reading. Well, I finished reading a book about. It was a part of the 33 and a third series, which is about albums. Next one I listened to was about one of my favourite albums, which is Kate Bush's Hounds of Love. So that was really interesting. Also started listening to one about Mad Villainy by Mad Villain. So again, another really, well, I would say it's more really interesting hip hop album anyway. Can't believe it's like over 20 years old, that album. And yeah, so I've been listening to that, and it's done in a really interesting way because it's like, because it is such a weird album. If you know the album, then you know what I mean. It's not like other hip hop albums. And the guy who's written the book about it has basically written a book about writing a book about this. So it's kind of a bit meta, and it's fictional, and I think it works. So yeah, definitely recommend checking those out. Anyway, they're quite short. Like they're on the. If you've got Spotify, then you can just listen to the audiobooks for free, and I think they're like 3 or 4 hours, which suggests to me it's like 40,000 word books. So yeah, recommend those. Also started watching a series on Netflix called House of Cards. So I know this is a few years old now, never got around to watching it. Started watching the first series. Writing is very good. So yeah, just going to be watching that over the next few weeks, I think. And then next week, hopefully my back will be a bit better. But I am going to a gig next week, so I'm going to see Nine Inch Nails in Manchester at the new arena. I have got seats, so that should help. So yeah, I don't feel as like I'm going to struggle as much with that. So yeah, hopefully that'll be fun times anyway. Yeah, so I mean, Nine Inch Nails are like massive for me when I was a teenager, and I've listened to them on and off over the years. I've enjoyed their albums as they've come out. Also enjoyed watching the farewell tour that they did a few years ago. So yeah, final gig. Watch that, and then it looks like they're back again. So not going to complain. Good band. So yeah, gonna check those out anyway. So yeah, until next time, cheerio.